3, 2. All right, guys.
What the fuck's up, dude?
I'm Christoph.
I'm James.
And we're Realm 46.
That we are.
So, we have nothing to talk about today. And we're going to talk about that.
Exactly. This is pretty crazy.
Yeah, dude, this is wild.
This is our first one out of like possibly millions.
Yeah. Like multiple a week.
For sure.
For years.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah.
And we're doing D on Wednesdays.
Yeah. And possibly Saturday soon.
Oh, man.
It's going to be a lot coming at us.
D&D is probably one of the most fun things like I've possibly ever played in my lifetime.
Yeah. The imagination and creativity is just insane. Like, Wyatt's skills as a DM, by the way, is just phenomenal too, dude.
That's why I keep telling him, man.
Yeah.
He's
his
so good.
ability to think on his feet is just going, man.
Yeah, Chris literally fucking like was chilling over here and thanked him twice for DMing.
Yeah.
And he's never played before. And he was very skeptical about playing Dungeons and Dragons. He's not a big fan of board games and stuff. But he fucking loved it. So.
Yeah, he seemed like he was enjoying himself quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, Wyatt improvises a lot. He told me he improvised the Manticore. He improvised like us going with what's his name?
Dane?
Dane. Yeah, he improvised us going with Dane. That whole thing was improvisation. And then, because he didn't expect us to stay with him afterwards either. So, yeah.
Right.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
I
I
it
could
all
tell.
felt like part of the story for the most part.
Yeah, I could tell because he was like, well, you probably won't like where I'm going. And it was just like, so, sounds like an adventure.
Yeah, dude.
We had like so many side characters that we potentially could have ran into, and it was just like,
Yeah, that
we're
guy.
just gonna get out of here.
That guy told to fuck off, and or I was gonna kill him at the prison. Probably had a lot of fucking things to say, man.
Yeah,
He's probably just some friendly guy, just want to know what's up. Even though it was during a prison riot, so I did think he was gonna beat the shit out of me.
What if he could have potentially came into us and just been like one of our other companions? We would have had Dane and another person.
Yeah, or he's just like, hey guys, if you get me out, there's like this much gold
Yeah,
in this tunnel.
man, that'd be wild.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, what if he had dealings with a doppelganger?
Apparently that elf was a doppelganger.
Yeah, that blew my mind.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't believe that we had a doppelganger that we ran into on like the island, the first island which we set foot onto.
He said they're not very powerful though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but he said like their original form was like a little gray creature.
To be fair though, like they have a lot of influence though.
Yeah, and if you can turn in and look like anybody, you're basically like Dungeon Dragons Mystique.
Yeah,
Which is
or the Faceless Men.
Yeah, which is broken.
Yeah,
You're like the ultimate assassin. Like he could fucking like transform into the prison master and become him, and then make his way as if he was him to go kill him and then kill him. Because no one's going to question the prison master
and
just
take
walking
his
around.
place.
Yeah, you could do that too.
Like, what if he never even left?
Whoa.
Yeah, like some Altered Carbon type shit.
Dude, Altered Carbon's crazy.
Yeah, man. That's a good show.
Do you enjoy it?
I loved it a lot, dude.
Enjoyed it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it
You
a
watched
lot.
it in like 2 days, man.
Man, yeah. It was really good.
The next season's coming out like soonish, I think. I know it's scheduled.
Yeah.
There's so many things coming out soon.
Netflix is pounding stuff out like crazy.
Yeah. I'm ready for One Punch Man.
Dude, we gotta start watching that Mob Psycho.
Mob Psycho.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of good things about it.
We need to watch that.
It's basically just like One Punch Man.
We need to pick up Overlord.
We need to get back on track of that.
I liked Overlord a lot.
We were supposed to pick up on it by doing
Yeah.
Wednesdays and Thursdays off.
Yeah, I think we're pretty like behind on Sword Art Alicization as
Give me
well.
like 3 or 4 episodes.
Yeah.
Because there's probably one that came out today.
I bet that's gotten pretty fucking bonkers.
Yeah. I would like to see where that's going because that stuff with the librarian.
Librarian.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That stuff was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
The fighting in that one's like actually pretty good.
yeah, dude.
That's what I like about Sword Art though, is like the fighting's usually pretty dope.
The animation of that dude's hand getting cut off. Whoa.
Yeah. That was pretty crazy. It was definitely a lot more gruesome than I expected it to be.
Yeah, like the blood spatter on there was pretty great.
Yeah.
And then the whole entity that was coming down, it was like error.
Yeah.
what's this, dude? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, speaking of Walter Carbon, that shit is hella blood splattery, dude.
Whoa. Dude, later on in the season, like spoiler alert for the later parts, but when he walks in there to the place, the Way Industries or a Way company,
yeah,
where they were like torturing him, and he gets out of there and he just murks everybody.
Yeah, dude.
And then the detective Ortega, she goes back over it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, this is gonna be pretty gruesome. She walks into a fucking massacre. I was like, what the fuck happened here? Like, that dude is a god.
Dude, he's so ridiculous.
And so was his sister, dude. His sister
Yeah.
was fucking insane.
They're so well trained.
I couldn't believe it, man. Like,
He's so old, too.
yeah. And I know they didn't really, like, brush on it, but man, I wonder who used his body and, like, what his body went through while he wasn't using it, because it had all those scars and shit,
Be pretty interesting. Did he not get those scars when he was in it, though?
No, there was a scene, like, when he first gets into his,
Okay.
gets back into his own skin, and they were like, oh, yeah, you can thank the people for the army for keeping this
Yeah, I haven't seen
in
it.
shape.
I haven't seen it in so long.
Yeah, I know, dude. Have to, like, rewatch it before season 2 comes out.
It
Probably.
took you like a fucking month to watch it after I told you to watch it.
Yeah, I know, dude. I was like, I watched that first episode and I didn't get that Talk was the same person in both of those scenes, like the Asian guy and the white guy. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And then all of a sudden it starts coming together towards the end of the episode.
The concept is wild.
Yeah, dude.
Transferring
it's insane.
consciousness into a disc that you put in a skin, which is just someone's body or your own clone.
And then you had Demi the twin, who had a sleeve of himself, called himself his brother. And they were like, shut up, that's not your brother. Like, that is you.
I have like funny.
Your clone.
It was pretty funny when they put the who's the girl's name? The main girl?
Ortega?
Ortega, yeah. It's pretty funny when they put Ortega's grandmother in the fucking old criminal skin for the birthday.
That was probably the best part of the whole fucking series right there.
That was hilarious.
She's like, do you have any drugs in there? And she's like, no, abuela. And it's just like, well, I never tried them, but I know what to. And it was like, this is the best shit ever right here. They're sitting there smoking pot together, just talking it out.
Yeah,
I'm like, hell yeah. And then, man, like, going over, they never even talked about how the scenery, like, what time period it took place in. So that part was really ambiguous. And I like that a lot, man. Like, so many shows are like, in 2116. And it's like, that's so specific. Why?
Yeah, that's super specific.
Like, why can't it just take place?
There's some will even take it further and like put the day.
Yeah, I know, right?
And then they start and it's like 12:51 a.m. Like, okay, bud. He like checks his watch. He's like, yeah, it's still 12:51. And they go into the show. Ridiculous.
It's wild.
The only movie that has the exception of being able to do that is Time with Justin Timberlake. Because they have like the time on their arm. Have you seen that movie?
That one. Yeah, that was a good movie.
It's a cool concept too.
Yeah, it was interesting. Like, it was almost kind of like Altered Carbon. Like, if you had money, you potentially could live forever.
Yep.
And
unless you get shot. And that one, if you get shot, you die.
That shit is, yeah, natural one.
Yep. Oh, God. I was watching the fucking highlight video of like Critical Role, and they were like on stage. I think it was like saving Grog, and they were like doing D&D session like with a big crowd and shit.
Yeah.
And Grog, like they saved him, and they were fighting this beast. And as soon as he got up, like he rolls a critical fucking 20, and hits the dude for like 50 something damage, and then he's like. But he plays Rage or Berserker or something, which gives him like another attack.
Yeah.
So he attacks again, and he rolls a critical 20. And then he hits him for 89 and kills that monster instantly. And they ended the stage show like that.
Jeez. Yeah, I think that was Relentless Rage or something like that.
Yeah.
Dude.
Legendary, dude.
It's like One Punch Man.
2
almost.
critical fucking 20s in a row as soon as he gets up.
What did he call it? It was like consecutive normal punches.
Yeah.
Or super serious punch.
Yeah. I always thought about getting him the comic book like version of him just like okay.
So okay.
Tattooed somewhere. That'd be pretty cool.
That was one of my best anime scenes ever. Just okay.
He's a god, dude.
He really is. No, he was a god among men.
Yeah. I wonder where season 2 is gonna go. Honestly. Because I know he
I don't even know, dude.
I know he battles the big guy who like comes to Earth, and like he was just messing around, and he's like, "You were holding back, weren't you?" And he just fucking one punches him before that, and it's like, okay, I thought he was a little bit more evenly matched, but not really.
Is that in the manga?
No, that's in the show. Like the first
in the
season.
show. Oh, at the end of the first season.
Yeah, it's the last boss fight.
The dude with the fucking big eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, like breaks his armor off. And he was like, "Oh, surprise! It was holding back my unlimited strength." Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Shit was great, dude.
Yeah.
And then after he breaks it off, he's just like, this dude's coming up with all these crazy names for his attacks. It's just like the ultimate parody ever is that scene right there. It's just like, I'm doing all this crazy shit and there's these crazy anime concepts and it's just like, I'm this OP anime character. I'm main character. I'm gonna kill you.
That's how it works.
Yeah, exactly.
You're fucking with the main dude.
It's so fourth wall breaking.
It's like fucking with Goku. It's like, you know you're gonna fucking lose. You know he's gonna win, like, for some reason.
Right.
Just because he's the main character.
Like, this guy can never be beat. He's got this Zenkai boost. He's got all these transformations. Yeah. Oh, and if he can't beat you, here's a new transformation, by the way.
What if they, like, since it, like, makes fun of anime, what if, like, since anime has, like, the main character unkillable, like, he runs into someone who just one-shots him in the anime ends?
I hope that's how it ends.
That'd be fucking nuts.
That'd be fantastic, dude.
Yeah,
Just at the very end of the anime. What if it starts another arc with another character or something?
I really like the cyborg. What's his name, dude?
Genos.
Geno. Yeah, Genos is cool.
Genos is fantastic.
I like Genos a lot.
What if that's how it ends, dude?
Genos, like, gets strong enough somehow and...
One punch is One Punch Man.
Yeah, he's like, let's spar. Then accidentally one punches him. And he's just like on his deathbed like, You've taken the power. It's yours now.
Hell yeah. I'd be okay with that.
Yep.
I think Genos is one of the best characters in there.
He's really good. I like Genos a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's been so long since I've seen that anime as well.
It's been a while for me. Like,
yeah. The only anime that's like recent is My Hero because I keep watching it back through because I'm just watching with Devin.
Yeah.
And I just like watching it. So.
I've been watching like more different types of anime here lately. But nothing like super notable.
Alita was pretty good.
Alita was pretty nice, man. Like,
yeah.
As far as the battle scenes went, like, I really enjoyed those.
But fuck that romance, son.
Fuck the romance.
Alita was so good.
So I was just about to say, dude.
Alita was so good, but the romance was garbage.
And the fucking guy was retarded.
Man, it was awful.
And then, like, what was up with that whole heart scene? Like, I'll give you my heart. You can sell it. You can sell my heart. Like, okay, yeah, give your limitless power supply, your Tony Stark fucking reactor to a guy to sell for no fucking reason.
When you could literally just go kill someone, like, for that much money if you really needed to.
Yeah, or she could have just hunted people for it. Like,
yeah,
what was so wrong with hunting people for that money?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, he needed 90,000. I'm pretty sure Doc killed one guy for like 30K. Like,
exactly.
Go kill 3 fucking douchebags.
Yeah, that's not even like high grade. Like, that's probably one of the, decenter ones.
Yeah.
But that was his whole vendetta shit. That's not going for highball or money shit.
Nonsense.
Yeah.
That didn't make any sense.
And Doc was like,
that almost took me
not as powerful as Alita
yeah.
by a fucking long shot.
That scene took me fucking out of the movie so much. As soon as I saw her in the window, I was like, well, this is about to get weird.
This is about to go Twilight real fast.
Oh, God. No, not like this, dude.
They really did, dude. She turned into a Robert Pattinson
I'm
really
just glad
fast.
he's dead.
Wait, I shouldn't say
I'm
that.
sorry,
Robert
spoiler
Pattinson
alert.
hates that shit, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, spoiler alert.
Oh, well. If you see the movie, like, you're going to be glad he's dead, too, honestly.
Yeah, for real, dude.
So you're probably going to be, you're going to sit there and you're going to be like, wow, I really wish this guy was dead. But now
Actually,
you know.
dude, yeah. If you
That's a
see
good
this
spoiler.
and you get spoiled and you're going to be like, well, I'm going to watch this movie now. And it's like, you see that romance, you're like, oh, yeah, I see what
Good
they're
thing they
talking about.
died,
Yeah,
dude.
I'm
Good
so glad
thing
he's
they
going to die. You're just sitting there waiting for it like, oh, maybe this is it. Maybe this is it.
He's hanging on by a literal metal thread.
Dude. Jane was on one side of me and she was like, just fucking die. Just die.
That's how I was
and
the
then
whole time.
You on the other side of me, you were like, just die. And finally, just another 30 seconds pass and he finally falls. I was like, oh, relief.
Took you fucking long enough. That's
yeah,
fine.
for real.
It's like, damn, you should have been. I'm just glad the next movie, if he comes back, I may walk out of the theater. Like, that better be the next movie, just her fucking kicking ass and going up to the top and beating the one dude's ass.
See, dude, I really want to know what's up top, man.
Yeah.
What was that sport called?
Motorball?
Motorball.
Something like that?
Did you ever watch a movie back in the 90s? It was called Rollerball. I think that's what it was called.
I don't think so.
Man, it was a great movie. I'm pretty sure it had Vin Diesel in it. And
I like Vin
like,
Diesel.
it was kind of the same concept as this movie, except instead of like rollerball with all the mechanized equipment and stuff, imagine like, did you ever watch Death Race?
I'm seeing, I want to say I watched Death Race 2 with my grandmother.
You know how
It
like
came
the track has all those traps and shit in it? Yeah. So imagine that on motorball tracks with like roller derby.
Okay.
With a giant metal ball that weighs an incredible amount of weight.
Whoa.
They kill people with it.
That's really crazy.
Yeah, dude, it's wild.
That's fine. I actually like Fast and Furious a lot.
Fast and Furious are good movies, man. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I talk shit a lot
Have you
just
seen
because
all
like,
of them
I
too,
haven't seen all the last ones, and
Well, I mean,
they got really wonky. They
after-
hit an awkward stage.
like, I want to say that it's on 7 maybe, but the 5th one's good, and the 6th one, I don't know if I've seen that one or not, but the last one they made is pretty good. It's like where Vin Diesel goes rogue.
Yeah.
That one's pretty good actually. Like, I was like, well, this concept's fucking dumb.
Is that the
But it was
one where
pretty-
the meme comes from? The jumping on, jumping off, jumping on, jumping off.
Yeah, I think so.
It's like, I made spaghetti. Oh, okay. It's like, but it doesn't have meatballs. Oh, I'm out.
The only fucking the Vin Diesel memes I've seen is always him fucking on a balcony, like with a dad fucking belly hanging out. Do you not see that?
I've not seen that
Oh,
one.
Jesus, man. It's always like before something and then after, and it has him like stand there, and I'm like, you fucking know what Vin Diesel looks like. He ate pizza. Like, leave him alone.
Right?
Let the man enjoy some fucking pizza.
Did you know that Vin Diesel plays D&D?
Whoa. So does Terry Crews.
Whoa.
I want to say Terry Crews was actually on Critical Role.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure though.
Vin Diesel was
I'm
on
actually
Critical Role.
positive he was actually. Maybe. Vin
You
Diesel
know what I
was too?
think he would play as?
Hmm.
I think Terry Crews would make an incredibly good bard.
Or Barbarian.
Or paladin.
Or anything that like hits and screams.
I don't know, man. I just can't imagine Terry Crews like legitimately angry though. Like a parody berserker.
Yeah.
Power.
Yep. He beats his fucking
Blah
axes
blah
on his
blah.
chest. Yep. When he goes in the hit, oh man, glorious.
Oh man, I could just imagine it now. Terry Crews is a wonderful human being, dude.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite actors
He
for
PC
sure.
games too.
Really?
Yeah, and so does fucking Jack Black now.
Does he stream?
Yeah, he does. I think so. He had like a specific Terry Crews Old Spice PC tower built for him. It's pretty neat.
That's fantastic, honestly.
Yeah. I think it's weird that Jack Black fucking streams games.
He's about to start. He's about to start.
Wait, sorry, go ahead.
He's about to start, I should say.
Oh,
Because, like, I've been watching him for a few weeks since he started the Jablinski channel. And, like...
Oh, yeah, you're the one who told me about that.
Yeah. Jesus. And, I mean, like, it's good and it's funny. Like, the coolest part about it is, like, everybody's doing all these, like, new games and shit. And everybody's PC gaming. Like, he goes to, like, video game arcades and shit with his kids.
Yeah.
And, like, shows them games that he's been, like, grown up and playing and shit.
Hell yeah.
I know, right? And then he's got, like, stuff that he's got at home.
I love
that he can also,
games.
like, pull up, like, old asteroids and shit, you know?
That's cool. I really like arcade games.
Yeah.
It's like what I started on. Fucking Mario.
Dude, do you remember the roller skating rink in Paris?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you ever play the arcade games there?
I did when I was there for my cousin's birthday party, yeah.
They had Mortal Kombat 2 up there.
Oh, fuck. I
forgot that. Rocked that shit, dude. Nice. And I think they had a Double Dragon up there. That shit was balling.
My dad was always really good at Pac-Man.
Oh, dude.
I was
had
playing
Pac-Man
Galactica.
at the old theater.
Yeah.
And they had a Mrs. Pac-Man, too.
Interesting.
The first
I never
time
played Mrs. Pac-Man.
I mean, it's the same thing.
There was like a flash game.
Different stages, I think.
Yeah. There was a flash game in homeroom we used to play. And it's like, you're Pac-Man. But you like, there'll be enemies with like guns and shit. And you go around the map and you like collect like an RPG or something. And like, you know, you go around and just shoot people as Pac-Man. Like, because you just like juke around the corners and like shoot your gun. And like the bullets travel like Pac-Man points.
That's wild.
And people, it's pretty crazy. You like chunk grenades.
Who was your homeroom teacher?
Which year?
Which year was that?
Well, oddly enough, I always had homeroom with Rhett. That's how we met.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Or no, actually, we met in 9th grade, and can't think of her name, but she had like a mustache, literally, and it was like a computer applications class. And then we had Miss Calhoun. That was 9th grade. We had Miss Calhoun as our homeroom teacher. She's the one with the koala bears.
Man, I think I know who Miss Calhoun is.
Yeah.
The one with the mustache.
She's a black lady.
Yeah. Fuller?
Yep. That's her.
Yes, that's right.
Yep, that's her. She had like the John Deere fucking stool.
Yes.
Yep.
She was such a bitch. Like, that's what I'd always heard, man. I can't say it for myself though.
She liked me just because I typed so fast back then. Well, I still do now, but like I would finish my work and I'd do Red's work.
Yeah,
because Red was he's just such a slow typer.
I was in her class one time when we had to go in there, and like they pulled all of the kids from those classes into one class to watch this specific thing, and I was like, this is stupid. And so I just kind of like chilled off and was doing my own thing, and I was like writing because I'm a little emo kid, so I was writing my poetry and shit. And she was like, you need to pay attention. And I was like, I am paying attention. And she was like, are you taking notes? Because it looks like you're writing other shit down. And I was like, what do you care? You just asked us to do the video. Or do we have a test over this? And she was like, well, no. And I was like,
get out.
Please. Just let me do my thing.
So stupid, man.
Like, for some reason, in 9th grade, everybody was like, you can't do other people's homework in my class. Like, why is this a thing? Like, I'm at school. Like, I know it's called homework, but who wants to do their work at home that they could do at school? Where they get it?
I always did my homework in homeroom.
Damn right.
For the most part.
But fuck that shit.
I just didn't do it.
Yeah.
Or not show up, One of the three.
Right.
But I had her, and then we moved to high school, and I had, what was her name? Miss Thurman. The health science.
And not Uma Thurman.
Yes. She was pretty cool.
I remember Miss Thurman. She was pretty dope.
She also liked me. And then after the couple years there, me and Rhett, we got swapped to Coach Norman's homeroom, and that was lit. That was the best. Norman is
balling, dude.
That's how you end the fucking year, my dude.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Norman was the shit, dude.
Yeah. Rhett hated fucking Miss Thurman, though.
Really?
Yeah, like one time, we were sitting in homeroom, and he'll like lean back in his chair and like, keep it on an angle and stuff. Mm-hmm. But like the wall's behind him. And his feet are on the ground. So, like, she comes over there and he's like, you're going to break your neck. Stop doing that. And, like, legitimately, like, we're going to send him to the office. And he's like, bitch, I can get up. Like, if I'm about to fall, I'll just stand up. Like, she's flipping shit. Like, it was ridiculous. And ever since then, he's had, like, the biggest grudge, like, against her.
fuck that bitch. I can hear Red already, dude.
Yeah, he would definitely use fucking cunt in that situation.
Oh, man. Probably. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
for
a
sure.
fucking cunt.
Yeah.
Man, I don't even know if I had, like, very many teachers up at Henry that I just really didn't get along with. I know a lot of people did. And, like, that was my main thing, was, like, I just kind of, like, when I sat in class, I just chilled. I never even talked to anybody, hardly.
I was only at Henry for like 2 years?
Henry County High School.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
You went to Henry too, didn't you, though?
Yeah. I went to Henry for all of that shit. K through 8th, all the way.
Yeah, I went there till first grade. Kindergarten, first grade.
That's not a bad school.
Yeah.
Like,
Their playground was dope.
Miss Cox. She was awesome.
Oh, God.
You didn't like her?
I don't think I can't remember her. I had Miss Todd, which was oddly enough our neighbor at the time.
Ooh.
Yeah. Crazy.
You were like my despise then.
I hung out with
Because-
wait, why?
Because I ended up getting Miss Todd as my teacher,
Yeah.
and she ended up going to kindergarten, which apparently was your class, and I got swapped around for like 3 weeks in fucking different classes in first grade
Why?
because I didn't have a class anymore because they moved her to the other one.
Oh.
So like instead of having 4 second grade teachers or first grade teachers, they only had 3. And so, like, I just got shuffled around between all 3 of them for, like, 3 weeks.
Oh, fuck.
It's fucking sucked.
That sucks.
And, like, during this time, I remember, like, it was a little longer than 3 weeks because, like, I wasn't even in my actual class when 9/11 happened because,
Wow.
like, we were sitting in...
I really don't even remember that. Like, people were like, oh, I remember watching on TV when I was in kindergarten. I'm like, I fucking doubt it.
I just remember it because Miss Mayos was reading Harry Potter to us at the time.
Yeah.
And, like, she had this big Harry Potter rug, and we'd all sit there, and she'd, like, read Harry Potter to us. And, like, she got the call from one of the other second grade teachers, like, right down the hallway. And they were talking about it, and she, like, turned on the news and shit.
Wow.
Started watching it. I was like, that's crazy. I've never seen that movie. Like that, I remember thinking that as a kid. Like it was just a movie to me, you know. It was on TV.
That's how
like,
you
it
would
wasn't
feel.
real.
That's how you'd feel for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it just didn't affect me at all. I came home, and my fucking buddy's sister's crying. You know, I was going to my Nana Lindsay's at the time, who was my babysitter.
Yeah.
And like Trish Page was like bawling. She was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe this happened," you know. And I'm like, what? What happened? Like, I didn't understand it.
Yeah.
But, like, that's all I remember is just, like, all those details. And, you know, a lot of people were unsettled by it. But I was just like, fuck it, I guess, you know?
Yeah. I mean,
I don't
it happened. It happened, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta live and let go, even though some things are tragic.
To be fair, I guess I was too young for it because my mentality still never changed
Well, yeah,
about it.
And that's
I'm just like,
yeah.
fuck it. You know, you bring up a joke about it today, I'll laugh my ass off about it.
Oh yeah, I'm for sure gonna laugh. Like, it doesn't matter how tragic it is, I'm usually gonna laugh for the most part. And laughing's a good like coping mechanism, anyways.
I made jokes about my dad the first day it happened.
Yeah.
There's just no way you can't.
Yeah.
There's the bone. We can now test it.
Now look. They're good. They can eat the bone in here.
Nice.
Yeah.
They're both like right up under me, just staring at.
I'm sure that's
both
one
staring at this
bone. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, our dogs have 2 bones, but yet they fight over one. And one will eat the bone, and the other will just stare at him until he relinquishes the bone to him. And then they just, after he relinquishes it, Spud will go get it from Harvey, and then Harvey will stare at Spud until he gives it up. And it's just a never-ending fucking battle.
Every now and then, they'll bogard both of the bones.
Yep. Like earlier, Spud had both the bones by him, and he was chewing on one, and I grabbed the one he wasn't chewing on, and I brought it over to Harvey, and then Spud leaves his bone he's chewing on and goes over there and grabs the one that I was going to give to Harvey, and Harvey leaves and goes gets the one Spud was chewing on. Nonsense.
So many extra steps.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
No reason. It's like, here, let me go get this bone for you. Wait, I want that bone. Wait, no, I'm going to get this bone.
Fucking dogs.
Please. Just trying to make a simple solution, guys.
Yeah, our dogs are fucking wild.
Yeah, they're crazy, dude. We have Harvey, who is a husky golden retriever, and we have Spud.
Wait, is he a golden retriever or a Labrador?
Hmm?
Is he Labrador or golden retriever?
I'm pretty sure he's a golden retriever.
Because
I don't know.
I thought Jane said Labrador.
He might be a Labrador. Like,
I think because his ears are Labrador.
they are very labby looking. Especially when it's storming outside.
He probably
and
has.
Like, sticks them up, and he's got that... Because then they have
They're,
that
like,
little
flat.
husky flip at the end, too.
Yeah, they're flattened on his fucking head.
Have you seen them when they're not flat and they're sticking up? And
Yes.
like they're sticking up and they got that little like dip
Just the
on the end
tip.
of it.
His
Yeah.
coward did, yeah. Dude.
He's like,
God, he's so afraid of storms. Literally, as soon as you guys left, he ran fucking down the hallway with one smack, knocks my door open, undoes the handle, and jumps up in the bed. And I'm just like, hey, how's it going, dude? So he's like, just panting. I'm like, oh yeah, it's storming. Oh, you haven't freaked out from a storm in a long time. Must be storming pretty bad. And then I hear giant fucking thunder.
yeah, dude, it was a wild outside. When we went to go get vape juice, there was just floods all over that second building to our house, like on the left, and their entire front was just flooded. It was up, like, if that place was open, I hope nobody opened the doors, because if somebody opened the doors, that place was getting water inside of it.
Oh, for sure.
And it was insane. I've never seen it flood like that before here.
It floods so much. It's been raining for like weeks.
I know. Like, you'd think a comet hit the ice age.
Oh God, I don't even bring that shit up. That's so much. I'm like on, it's a podcast with Joe Rogan, and he does it with Graham Hancock and Randall Carlson, maybe. His last name could be wrong, but if you type in Joe Rogan and Randall Carlson, it'll pop up. And you can like, what I did is I watched them all like in order. So I watched all the Randall ones, and I watched all the Graham ones, and then they have like 2 with Randall and Graham, and then they have 3, which is the one I'm on. The third one, which is the one I'm on now, and it's like Randall Ram and like a skeptic, and it's pretty interesting so far. But they talk about like a meteor hitting the ice caps like 12,800 years ago.
So does the
Just like
skeptic
flooding
like
the earth.
kind of like go against them?
I don't know. I'm not far enough in to tell yet.
Okay.
I don't know if I think he just skepticizes like some of the things like they said. Maybe I'm not sure how it works. Because like when you watch the video, like it's hard for me to think like a skeptic would be on there to just like criticize the whole thing, because like when Randall like presents information, it's like very detailed, and like, you know, you just see it and you're just like, okay, yeah, that's fucking how it happened. Like the pictures he provides, and he goes out to like these places and stuff. Like he's dedicated his whole life to it, so
Right.
and like shoot a drone out and like fucking show you how the landscape looks and like talk to you about it. When he explains it, it's just like, whoa, that's probably how it happened. Yep.
You know, I didn't even think
That
about
makes
that,
sense.
man. But drones probably dramatically changed
Yeah, dude, they were talking
the
about it.
perception of this.
And it was like if you wanted a helicopter ride over like these water basins or like a plane ride, it's like $1,000 an hour. But drone, you just fucking put a GoPro on it, send it up there, you record whatever you want.
And shit, I mean, even a lot of drones nowadays, you don't even have to put a GoPro on it.
I think
Like,
Joe
a lot
has
of them even have cameras on
I think
them.
Joe has a drone and a GoPro.
Mhm.
Could be wrong though, but I want to say he does. They're pretty neat.
Wouldn't doubt it. That man's pretty wealthy enough to afford most of the things he wants.
Joe?
Yeah.
He
He's
works
got
a lot.
He's got his hands in a lot of pockets, man.
Yep.
Man grinds.
Yep.
It's
For
good.
sure. He spends all his free time in the woods
Yeah.
taking nature photos.
Probably,
I wish like someone
probably
would,
tripping his balls off.
yeah, I wish someone would sponsor fucking Joe and his nature photos.
That'd be great.
Yeah, if there's anyone fucking, if we get famous in the future and anyone's watching, you should check out Joe Denny on fucking Instagram, dude.
Yeah.
There's a picture he has on there, and like there's a frog, and he's just chilling, and he wraps his arms like this, and he just poses for Joe. Like the frog poses for Joe to take a picture of him, and it's this whole Instagram is just shit like that. Like the creatures just pose for Joe. He's like modern day.
It's almost like he can whisper to them and just be like, hey,
yeah.
let me take this picture.
He's
of
like
you."
modern day fucking Steve Irwin with a camera.
He really is, dude. Like
The non-Australian Steve Irwin.
it's like fourth wall breaking, man. It
Yeah.
makes no sense.
He really doesn't.
the possum.
Yep.
Remember the possum picture?
Yes, that was perfect.
He's just like, hey. The possum's just like,
Yep.
hey.
And then he fucks with snakes a lot, and he did get bit on the foot by what are the snakes? Water moccasin.
Oh, water moccasin.
Yes, it was either that or copperhead. And yeah, that bit his foot, and it swelled up like fucking huge, and he did nothing about it, but it went away, and he kept his foot, so that's good.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
It could have went very badly.
He could have lost his foot.
Yeah.
Or worse.
Or worse.
Yep.
You know, a leg.
Something
life.
watches over him, dude.
Definitely.
He does some crazy shit.
Maybe he's got some really good Native American blood in him.
For sure. I wouldn't doubt it.
The blessings of Artemis, maybe.
I just can't do it. Like, me being outside, I just get, like, swarmed by mosquitoes instantaneously. Like, I could do it in the wintertime.
Yeah. Like, I step outside during the summertime. I die of heat. I drench in sweat. And bugs love me.
Yep.
It's wild.
Like, walk inside, I'm just like, how many of these fucks did bite me, dude? It's like 8 bites on me. Like,
I just walked inside from the car. Yeah.
I heard Joe's also talking about moving to Alaska because he got a job offer from one of the people who walks into Verizon. And I was just like looking up stuff about Alaska. And I didn't know this, but like apparently mosquitoes are insane in Alaska. Like black in the sky mosquitoes. Wow. Yeah, I saw this podcast with Joe Rogan, and like he said they were driving up there, and he like opened his door and like to do something, and then he got out and he got back in like 15 20 seconds, and he shut the door, and there was just 20-50 mosquitoes in his car.
In his car?
Yeah.
Dude, you think it'd be too cold for mosquitoes in Alaska?
It could have been during the summer. I bet because, you know, they only have like a small window. So if you go up there when they're like fucking popping out of their eggs and shit, like it's probably insane.
Jeez.
You know, it's winter up there like most of the time.
Yeah, they just like procreate for like...
Yeah, so their window is probably like...
a month, 2 months, and then
something like that.
They egg up for 10.
And then fucking clouds of black fucking blood-sucking bastards.
That's insane. We need to find a way to make those things extinct, by the way.
What the fuck's the point of them?
Whoever's out there, if you could do something about that, thank you. You're a saint.
That doesn't make any sense.
Do they even provide anything for the...
You can do mosquito repellent, I'm sure. No, they'll say... I've heard I don't know specifics, but I have heard the argument for it's like it's food for birds. But I'm like, birds can eat other shit.
Yeah, they got seeds.
Yeah, you don't need fucking mosquitoes, man. There's plenty of other bugs for birds to eat.
Yeah.
Or spiders. There's plenty of other bugs for them to eat, you know? Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's definitely...
Same thing with ticks and
that's
fleas.
Definitely not a thing. Yeah.
Ticks and fleas.
Fuck both of
Any
those
parasite,
things.
honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe population control? Because mosquitoes are the main
you give
killer.
Something in a disease.
Right. Because mosquitoes are the main killer of human beings. Like, they've killed more than anything ever.
That makes sense.
By like a times amount because of malaria.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, rock on to them, I guess.
Yeah, dude.
Keep wiping away. Because we need something to help keep us in check.
Yeah.
Not really. That's a myth.
Yeah. I forget how many...
There's so many people who can be held in Texas.
Dude. 8 billion people with like a decent sized house, and each one having an individual house, and they all fit in Texas.
And you know how big what is it, Attack on Titan, you know how big their world is?
Yeah,
it's like not even the size of Germany.
It's fucking wild.
Like,
it's so big.
It's insane.
The Earth's so big.
And they fit so many people on there.
Right.
I mean, I know that's not like a realistic comparison, but...
Yeah.
But still, though, I mean, because you have to have so much land for food and shit like that.
Yeah, and it's fucking weird. It's weird. Like, when I was in a plane flight, going to Texas, like, you know, because you hear overpopulation and stuff like that. Like, when you're in a fucking plane, like... There's just so much empty space, like, on the landscape. And, like, I saw this one thing about China, and, like, people, like, pay, like, X amount of money. It's a small number, obviously. But they, like, have, like, boxes. There'll be, like, 10 fucking boxes on a wall. And like people pay to live in a box because it's cheap and there's so much overpopulation there. It's wild.
That's fucking crazy. So they will pay to live in a box.
One box. Yeah, it's like a box that's probably like, I don't know, 5 by 3 or 4 feet. They're just stacked. People just live and sleep there.
So basically, it's just like it's warm. You're out of the rain.
Yeah,
you know, it's dry. So it's enough, you know.
Basically.
But is it though?
It's so weird, man.
But what do you have to choose? You know.
Yeah.
I could imagine that.
It's just
trying to get by on
very
living
weird.
in a box.
It's very
you go
weird
home from
concept.
work and you're in a box.
Yeah, like the dude in the fucking apartment was like passing him a fucking telephone. Like they'd open their fucking box store and he'd like hand him the phone. This is for you. Like answer the phone. Like, what?
That's insane.
Yeah, like what? Super insane.
We think we got it bad here, dude. First world problems.
Yeah, it's not that bad here.
Nah, it's not.
I don't mind it.
It's just frustrating.
Like what's frustrating?
Our day-to-day things, man. Like they build up, people get stressed, and then you get frustrated.
Yeah. Anyway, pull this closer to you. There you go.
I think we just need to get in nature more often.
Yeah.
Joe's got it right, man.
Mm.
But we just gotta get rid of those mosquitoes.
Yeah, if I'm in nature all the time, then I can't play D&D. And that I'm not okay with.
I mean, you just gotta spend like a day or two out in nature.
Oh, for sure. I don't mind going hunting every year. I like to hunt. Hunting's good for my soul.
I love to do that, man.
I haven't been in a couple of years, but I used to go every year.
We gotta do like Joe Rogan does.
Go hunt elk.
Yep, and just pick up meat a couple times a year.
You can fill a fucking fridge with just one animal.
Yep.
It's pretty crazy to think about.
We used to grow our own pigs. That shit was
pigs.
great, yeah.
Interesting.
Like raise our own pigs, you know?
Yeah.
You fucking like plant a pig in the ground, water it every day.
That's what I picture.
But yeah, we'd raise our own pigs, man. And fucking gets rained on. Stop.
Yep.
But yeah, we filled our freezers up quite a few times with that. And, you know, we'd have one cattle that we'd slaughter every year. I mean, that was a lot of fucking food right there.
Yeah.
That was probably our biggest thing right there.
Yeah, my granddad raises a bunch of cattle and corn, beans, stuff like that.
Mm.
But he sells the corn and beans to like, companies and stuff. But the cattle he keeps is like a head count. I think they sell some off every now and then. I'm sure they kill them for meat as well every now and then as well. That's what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking steak is so good.
And I'll tell you, dude, like, you can't buy a steak at Walmart or anywhere else.
It's incomparable.
That's going to taste like that one that you raised on grain at home.
It's incomparable.
Yeah, that shit's
So
great,
good.
dude.
It's like, it's like killing a wild animal and eating their meat.
Mm-hmm. Like, a lot of people talk about how good, like, Black Angus beef is. Like, you know, we bought a few Black Angus beef, and, yeah, it's pretty good. But it's just really about the way that you treat the animal. You know, it's all about how you feed it and how you wean it out.
Makes it so much better. Another fucking Joe Rogan podcast I saw was with this wildlife guy. And he said that mountain lion is delicious.
All right. I think I watched that one.
It's like Adam Greentree.
Yeah.
Yeah, mountain lion.
And that was the same one that almost got attacked by that bear at one time. Yeah.
God, I couldn't imagine getting attacked by a bear.
Fuck that, dude.
Have you seen fucking The Revenant?
No, I've never seen that movie.
Well, I mean, not spoiled, but like Leonardo DiCaprio, and he gets in like a fight with a bear.
Mm-hmm.
He basically gets fucking wrecked, and then that impairs him for like the whole movie. And it is a very good movie, but 80% of that movie is breathing. And, like, there's not many lines and stuff.
Heavy breathing.
Yeah, it's just because he got fucked up by a fucking bear. Like, he's just trying to live, you know?
Right.
But watching him get mauled by that bear is, like, that's just, like, an interpretation of, like, what could happen.
There was a book that was like that. I can't remember what it was called, but it was based off this kid who was getting into trouble as a teenager. He was pretty troubled. and he went to go get on this plane to go to Alaska or something like that to do some kind of like volunteer work or like therapy or something.
Interesting.
And the plane ends up going down and the driver ends up dying, and he's just trying to like survive on this island and find where he can maybe call his parents or something, and ends up running into a bear. Incredibly fucks him up and makes him into a better person because he like almost died by this bear.
Whoa.
Yeah. He had a near-death experience.
They're so fucking huge.
Yeah. A big old natural dose of DMT. Make you feel real good.
Jesus.
Nothing to reset your system like some DMT.
The fucking, what's the bush called? Or it starts with an A.
Oh, ayahuasca.
No, it's like a bush. It was like, or maybe a tree. I don't know, but it's associated to be like what the burning bush was like in the Bible and stuff. Because like those bushes or trees, not sure which one, they are like very filled with DMT.
Interesting.
Yeah, and that's like, you know, they're like the holy bush. Like, you know, if you eat that fucking plant, I mean, obviously shit's gonna happen.
Or if it even just burns around you. You
Yeah.
know, if that bush is on fire,
Yeah, and
and
that's
you
what
inhale
they-
the smoke from it.
Yeah, that's what they're coming up with, is like a new reason for like stuff like that. Like as well as in like Egypt and stuff, like all the gods and stuff they come up with, like, you know, those bushes are very prominent in those areas.
That was like one of the guys, the mushroom guy that was on Joe Rogan's podcast. I can't remember his name.
Paul Statements, yeah.
Yeah. He was talking
Stamets,
about...
something like that.
Yeah, Paul Stamets. I think that was it.
Maybe.
He was talking about the picture in the Catholicism, like wherever the main place is there, was based off of like a mushroom.
Well,
Yeah.
that's probably one of my favorite ones. Like that's definitely one of my favorite podcasts.
That one's great, man.
It's so good. He talks about like the mushrooms, like having like an intercourse having like an intersectional like combining network over the whole like planet.
Yeah, just like the underneath part of the mushroom, you know, you look underneath the mushroom and everything's just webbed together.
Yep.
You know, even the Aztecs talked about that too, though. You know, everything will be connected in a giant spider web around the world.
Mushrooms.
Via mushroom. Makes me think of like the Na'vi when they like connect their hair into the tree and they can sense everything around their entire world.
That's a goddamn movie right there.
Can't wait for number 2.
The next one's coming out so soon.
Ugh, such a good feeling, man.
Yeah, I love that movie, man.
I can't even imagine how good this next movie is gonna look compared to the old one.
Yeah, and the old one looks so good, and CGI wasn't as near as good as it is now.
I know, like even compared to most movies made in this day, Avatar is just blows most of them out of the water. Even
so good.
And that's a wild thought. Because that thing was made in like 2012 now, 2011 or so. So that's like 7 years ago.
Yeah. Whoa. It's 2019 now.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
I remember like freaking out about that movie when everybody was like talking about it. And I was like, an Avatar: The Last Airbender movie? Like, I'm not too hyped up about that one.
Yeah, that movie sucked.
Yeah.
That movie sucked.
That movie was super racist.
It was such a letdown. Like, I loved the show so much. I watched it through like 2 or 3 times.
And then they did the same thing to Dragon Ball too. Dragon Ball Evolution. Did you ever watch that?
Nope.
Oh, be happy. That was terrible, dude.
Really?
Yes.
Fuck.
So like the whole Kamehameha wave scene was just really weird. And like the beginning scene, he's fighting Grandpa Gohan like on top of clothing lines. So like, you know where you like hang your clothes outside?
Yeah.
Yeah, like he was fighting on top of those lines.
What?
He's just like fighting Grandpa Gohan to train. And like he had Grandpa Gohan on the ropes. And then Grandpa Gohan just fucking shot him with a Kamehameha wave.
Wow.
It was fucking wild, dude.
Dragon Ball 6 so many fucking turns since its original creation.
Yeah.
It's so good now, though.
Some good, some bad.
And now really good.
And that was phenomenal.
Yeah, I personally love Super.
Dude,
A
that
lot
Broly
more than the
movie.
others.
That Broly
And the
movie.
Broly movie was so good.
I didn't even like Broly.
Do you like Broly now?
This new fucking Broly is just,
I don't like old Broly either, but he's still cool, like a cool movie.
like, as far as somebody who can just fuck shit up on spot, yeah, Broly was pretty cool. You know, the old one.
Yeah.
But the new one,
Awesome.
dude, the character is
now
great, man.
Yeah,
like,
now Goku's gonna like. Oh wait, fuck, I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, I mean, like he's got
good.
personality, you know.
Yeah.
And that's what he was ultimately missing in the last one.
Yeah.
And that's why I didn't really like it that much.
Yeah, people need to watch that movie.
But he can still fuck up on spot, and I like that.
Yeah, the My Hero movie is good too.
Dude, the My Hero movie. I'm
Dude,
just
I
gonna
haven't seen that.
say I don't want to like bump that one up too much or anything, but my full honest opinion is the fight scene in that movie was one of the best fight scenes I've ever seen, hands down.
It's pretty bad. Every fight scene in My Hero is like one of the best fights I've ever seen in a movie.
That's so true, dude. But if not, that's probably the best fight scene I've ever had. Like, if not best fight scene, most satisfying fight scene.
Yeah.
Just something that I've had build up so much and just like really make me feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Make you feel real good.
I also love the muscle fight.
The muscular fight was really great, dude.
And obviously the last fight in the first season with All Might and the Nomu.
And what about the at the end of season 3 with a certain character?
Oh yeah.
That was a really good scene
really
as well.
Good. I'm so curious for the next season, man.
It's gonna be fantastic, nonetheless.
Oh man, so ready. That's like
and it
April.
can go in so many ways.
We're pretty close to that. 2 months.
What is it, May?
April or May, something like that. One Punch Man's in March, maybe.
Oh, that close?
It's either March or April.
Good. How many years has that one been? Because, man, that one's like 2015 or so.
Are you sure?
Yeah. 2015, 2014 or so. Maybe.
It's been a while.
It's like 2 or 3 years old.
Yeah.
So that, yeah, 2017, 2016 maybe.
Pocky was really good.
Still.
Of old anime.
The newest one?
The newest one's okay. Like, I liked it, but if you were to watch it, I would say, and you haven't seen the originals, you would not like it. Like, you may like it, but I like it more because of the story.
Yeah.
Like the continuation of the story. And the season on Netflix does get better, like, towards the end of it. And it is also, like, incomplete. Like, they only put up, like, 12 of the 24 episodes. So it's kind of
makes sense.
So I went online and watched the rest.
It's kind of like one season.
Yeah, but, I mean, they put up, like, 7 Deadly, and that's, like, 20-something.
True.
So, and they always put, like, their seasons up all the way, so I don't know. It's weird that they did that way. I hope it's not because they're cutting the story off there and like seeing how it does and then putting the rest up, because I think
it makes sense that they already have it all made.
Yeah, I think it's bullshit. I think they should just put the whole thing up or waited.
Yeah.
And then they have like, I hate 3D animation, like for the most part. The only 3D animation I've seen that's good is like Ajin, and they use 3D animation in Pocky like for the first. For sometimes in the first one or the first seasons of Netflix series, but like towards the end of it, like I said, it gets good and they stop using fucking 3D animation, and I'm like, okay, well, why are you gonna take the time to do these fight scenes without 3D animation but have it with fight scenes in the beginning with 3D animation? It like takes away from it so much.
That'd be pretty great. I would agree with that one.
So stupid.
Yeah. Good boy.
Spud.
Petting him took away like 90% of his barking, though.
It's good. Your timer going?
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock, so
cool.
We're just now about to hit an hour.
Nice.
Yeah.
Didn't even notice.
It's been great, man.
That feels good.
Super good.
Yeah. Can't wait to have all these walls in like full foam.
Full padding.
Looks so good.
And whatever we're going to do with the door, man. Oh, shit.
What's up? Oh, I fucking love Clementine, dude.
Dude, those are the best. Mm-hmm.
Nice. I like it.
What are we doing tonight?
Nope.
Oh, yeah, Chris bailed.
We got oranges.
He said that Palmersville Highway or something like that is like super flooded.
Oh.
No, he's just antisocial.
That's true.
See it work?
No.
Well,
So probably
Well, I think Chris and PJ are coming over later to hang out.
They are.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to take these back? Damn, I'm just gonna tease me like that.
Wow. I was going to be the perfect person and kill them for you and bring them back.
Oh. Thanks to ruin the surprise.
Just
You could have just gave me playful banter back and surprised me. No.
Are you excited for next Wednesday?
Next D&D?
Yep.
Yeah, man.
I don't even know, like, what all, Wyatt has planned. Like, I've talked to him a little bit, but he's obviously not going to tell me anything.
Good. He shouldn't. Keep it a secret.
I know.
Secret.
I'm not trying to get anything out of him. I'm just curious.
You're just excited. That's all.
I can't help it. I need to know.
Dude, I know. Like, I'm the same way. When I get into the story, man, I'm just like, I need to know the end.
Yep.
That's why I finished off Altered Carbon in like 2 days.
Yeah, it's the same way I am. I binge shit so hard. You know, something it's like, hey, did you finish that yet? Yeah, I finished that like a couple of days ago, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? You've only just started. I'm like,
My point exactly.
yep. It's in my nature.
I just gotta know, man.
Yep.
Especially with Netflix, dude. They're so good at that cliffhanger shit. Like, here's a little bit of the story for an hour. Now here's a big question. Fuck. I gotta know.
Yeah, dude, basically.
I remember when I first started watching Dexter, you know, in like HBO, the original version of that. It was like really good at that hour long of just like, here's a little bit of this, and then the big cliffhanger. And I was like laying in bed at night. I got to go to school the next morning, dude. It's fucking 6 o'clock. I'm like, I don't need it. I need it. Yes, bro. Like that shit, man. I mean, I was watching Dexter at the time, so like that shit was really good for the first 4 or 5 seasons, and I just felt like that thing was just flying through, man.
Whoa.
I was really into that shit. I like that a lot.
I couldn't get into Dexter, man. I gave it like a couple episodes, and I don't know. I just couldn't do it. And it was so long.
It's super long. Yeah.
It's just too much of a commitment.
Yeah. No, I mean,
because at the time it was like that or Breaking Bad, and I was like, Breaking Bad's way up here.
You know, to go for another spoiler alert, like when Rita dies, it's done. Like I think that it should have been cut off there. Because everything after that, he kind of gets all sloppy. He loses like a lot of his character and goes through a character development that I just didn't really enjoy. You know, where like I feel like they could have made him into a good anti-hero, somebody who's like a superhero, but he kills people.
Yeah.
But then he kind of started going off the deep end a little bit, trying to find out who he is and shit. All of that.
Fair enough.
So I mean, like it was justifiable. But at the same time, I just like the simplicity of Dexter, somebody who goes out and murks villains because he's a fucking good guy.
That's a pretty cool concept.
Yeah, exactly. And then he was like all fucking anti-soci, or he had like sociology problems, so we couldn't really form actual relationships with anybody except for Rita. I was like, that's cool.
Friendly but not friendly neighborhood investigator.
Yeah. He'll dismember you.
Yep. Hide you in a fucking bucket.
Put you at the bottom of the ocean.
Yep.
That shit was awesome. I loved that.
Yeah.
And then they just made it so much drama. Yep. They're really good at that. And I feel like that's what they use to like prolong a lot of their shows. You know, just like going back to Alita. Alita was like the whole boyfriend thing was just, here's some drama between you and your man. And it's just like, fucking get it out of here.
Ruined.
Wasted.
Yep. That took that movie was at 10 stars until all that shit started happening. And like every time a scene happened, I was like, well, that's another star.
Yeah.
Like a half star. And then it went down to like 7. So I give it like a 7 out of 10.
I would too. That'd be a pretty good one for me, I'd say.
Maybe like a little under 7, but 7's pretty good.
6.8.
Yeah, something like that.
It's okay. I'll give it like a 7.6. We'll average it out.
The scenes were good, but that did hurt a lot.
It did. I won't lie about it, man, because
They could have fit so much more
that whole
cool
time I was
story
like,
in.
fuck. Or good fight scenes, man,
Yeah,
because
or
their
that
fight scenes were
too.
just fantastic.
Yeah, they're really good.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, wait, thanks.
I just couldn't believe how well they did with like anime fighting styles and things in this dimensional setting of them.
Yeah, I wonder if these are like everywhere in the world.
Times?
Yeah, because you show some people like shit from like the north, like or people like come down from the north and they're like, "What the fuck is that?" And you're like, "It's a Clementine."
Like have one of these.
Yeah.
He's never had sugar before.
Jesus. I wonder what his reaction is gonna be like, or Justin's reaction is gonna be whenever like you give him sugar. Are you gonna keep your promise?
Damn right. I'm a good monk. I keep my word.
Your monk's name is Zolthan, right?
Zolthan.
Zolthan.
Yeah, Zolthan.
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 A monk of his word.
What's dude's name from Lord of the Rings? Oakenshield?
Yeah.
Durin Oakenshield?
Doran Oakenshield, you
Doran.
sound like.
Yeah, see, there you go. Zolthan. Doran.
Jesus. Like, your voice is pretty close to that.
Well, thank you.
Well, you gotta move closer. There you go.
I just don't want to, like, munch into the mic.
They shouldn't pick it up for the most part. As long as you, like, keep a distance as you're chewing. Fuck. Not like this. Not that I
Well,
care.
the dog will chew on that in a distance. Who
Look
got
at
it?
his fucking foot, dude.
Spiders?
Yeah.
Douchebag.
He, like, lets it heal up. And then gets almost healed. Hair's growing back. And then just fucking demolishes it, dude.
Goes to town.
Every time. Even when we cone him. Do so much stuff. Like, we're going to, like, fully cone him for, like, until the hair is all the way back and there's no wound.
How would you fully cone him?
Not even know. He needs a double cone, though, because he just, like, sticks his fucking foot in the cone. Like, the cone is literally useless to Spud. Spud's like, yeah, I'm an acrobat, so fuck
I
you.
have to, like, put the cone on him and then put a fucking, like, bandana on it.
Jane handed you 2 bowls.
I'm a messy eater, man.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy how much fucking tattoos itch, man.
It's wild.
It's like sunburn healing.
It's like you gotta smack it every 5 minutes.
Yeah, no. It's finally gotten to where it's like not itching, but every now and then it's just like, ugh, that fucking itches. And I can't itch it because I can't mess it up. It's a never ending cycle. But I'm like, I can smack it.
The downside of tattoos, man.
Yeah, but
Good thing it's only for like a couple weeks.
just like a week and a half.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that bad. And after 2 weeks, you're usually good.
I've never had one last longer than like 2 weeks for itching, I'd say.
Yeah. This was probably lasted a long.
That's
It's just
about how
'cause
long
it's,
these were.
this is just more space, I guess.
Mm-hmm. That's a big one.
Can't wait to get my whole arm done. I sent him the pictures for the Medivh tattoo up here. And then he's going to do the All Might one over here next time.
Nice.
So that'd be pretty sick.
So you're getting all mine done before Medivh, though, right?
Yeah. Just because he wants to do it. Like, I was like, what do you think about All Might to do? And he's like, I'll do it tomorrow. And I'm like, okay, well, we can do that first if you want.
Tomorrow.
He's such a good artist.
Yeah, he's got a lot of talent.
Jeremiah from Goodfellas Inc.
In Mayfield, Kentucky.
Yep. The legend.
Observe the magic.
Indeed. Observe.
I really loved his work ever since he did the Venom on my chest, man.
Yeah, we really need to put pictures of our tattoos and doggos on social medias.
We should work on that.
Mm-hmm.
We could also update them daily. Yeah. With doggo pictures.
Yeah, I guess I could log out of my fucking personal one and just log into those. Just put stuff on there.
Easy clap.
Yeah. It's easy to get pictures of our fucking dogs at least once a day.
Yeah. Because they play extremely fucking hard and then they'll sleep for the rest of the day.
Yep.
Until late at night. And then they'll play again.
Yep.
And they'll sleep the rest of the night.
And sometimes they'll just sit there and fucking chew on stuff. Like
and
bones
growl at
and
each
balls. By balls, I mean rubber balls. Except Harvey when he gets horny, apparently.
Yeah. And then Spud's non-existent balls.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe he was trying so hard the other day to mount Spud, dude.
Dude, ridiculous. I'm like, Harvey, nothing's gonna happen. Like, no matter how bad you want it to.
Like, neither one of you even
don't have balls.
nut sacks. Like, what are you doing?
Doesn't make any sense. But just like, stop, I'm a virgin, like, get away. What are you doing, Harvey?
Poor
We're
asshole.
supposed to be playing Harv. What are you doing?
This isn't part of the game.
Yeah. Harvey's just like, come here, I'm gonna fuck you in the mouth. Spud's sleeping over here. And we took away the squeak, so he brought a stuffed pig into the room. I don't know.
Big.
It's a pink stuffed pig. Has hearts on it.
Oh. It was something Jane got from Pizza Hut.
Yep. Well, that's Spud's new lover.
His new lover.
Yeah. No more ball or bone. There's only pig.
Ah. Caught it.
Which is ironic because we were talking about pigs earlier.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Now we have a big old piggy. Stuffed piggy.
Mm-hmm. Jesus.
Did you ever watch the old Conan movies?
Yeah. It's Arnold
I've never
Schwarzenegger.
seen them.
Pretty good.
I watched pieces of the new one, I think.
They're pretty good. I like them.
Yeah.
But they're not like... No, they're definitely for their time.
You know what movie kind of sucked for its time? But would have been pretty good, like back in the 90s or so? The Hercules movie that The Rock did.
How was that one?
I didn't like it at all, dude.
There's another Hercules one with another actor. Is it with the dude who does Clash of the Titans?
I don't know if I've seen that one.
Don't remember. It's either that guy or the I think it's that guy. I'm not sure though.
The main guy?
Yeah. I mean they've had like 2 fucking Hercules movies though. I know one's with The Rock and then one's with the other dude.
I liked that guy. He was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
The Clash of the Titans movie was pretty decent.
Yeah, I liked him. The concept's cool.
Can't remember if I've seen Wrath of the Titans or not.
Is that the last one?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
I think I seen it. I think I was just inebriated when I watched it, though.
That's where like Zeus and the devil, and they all fight.
Because there was the part where I think it was Poseidon. No, there was some dude that like came down and he was like fighting with them. There was the Kraken at the end of it. I think that's why, because the Kraken came in and ruined the whole fucking movie for me.
I thought the Kraken was the first movie.
Was it?
Pretty sure.
Either way, I hate that the Kraken was involved like that.
Wait, why?
Because the Kraken's not even Greek.
That's fair.
I mean, if you don't want to base it off in Greece and you want to tell like a different story, that's cool and all.
Yeah.
But I feel like you should portray that as a different story.
Yeah. That's fair.
Not as Theseus.
Yeah. Those movies are pretty good though.
The Immortal movie?
But
Was
Medusa,
pretty good as well.
I haven't seen that one.
But
Or maybe I have. Oh wait, is Immortal the one where they had like the bow?
Yeah, he's got the special bow that always hits the target.
Yeah, that movie's dope.
It's fucking sick.
Yeah.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorites, honestly.
Yeah, it's just a lot
I
better.
haven't known it.
I had to convince my dad to let me go see that. He was against me seeing R movies for so long. I'm like, I play M games. Like, I'm playing Unreal Tournament with you right now. And you're telling me...
Unfucking believable.
Yeah, I'm like, we're playing this. And you're telling me I can't go see an R movie? I'm blowing his fucking limbs off.
I was about to say, don't you blow limbs off and
Yeah,
blood
people
spatter is everywhere?
People get exploded in that game.
Yeah, but you couldn't go see our movies.
Yep.
No titties. They're going to corrupt your mind, boy.
Yep. Church.
Oh, yeah, church.
Church.
You need the Jesus.
Jesus.
Exactly.
Painful, dude.
It is. I remember that. I remember the whole like first conversation with my mom, telling her that I wasn't a Christian, and she was like, "We're going to church on Sunday." I was like, "We haven't been to church in years," and she's like, "Well, we're going." It's like, okay, so we're not gonna go to church until somebody doesn't believe, and then you start going to church.
Stupid.
That makes sense.
Okay, that's stupid. That makes no sense at all.
Then we started going to the church where I met Rhett, so it all worked out.
Nice.
Only thing that didn't work out was Rhett's brother was a lot more extroverted than Rhett at the time.
What's extrovertive?
Like he approached me and wanted to talk and hang out with me.
Oh, okay.
Rhett didn't really like talk to me a lot.
Isn't his brother Clint?
Zach.
Yeah. Clint is his cousin.
Yeah. Clint's cooler too, though.
Yeah.
Zach's all right. I mean, nothing
pretty
against
cool.
Zach. I like Zach as a person.
I met them both.
We just drifted
their
apart
wedding.
a lot faster. He grew up a lot faster than I did.
Yeah. Yeah, I met them at his wedding, which is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I liked their wedding. Did all the music for it. That was pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah. And the food was really good. Even though Red didn't get to fucking eat any until it was like cold as shit. Because they were taking so many fucking pictures. It was unbelievable. That was like all their wedding.
Man, that's like all of weddings anymore, though.
Fuck that,
It's
dude.
like pictures and videos and
Fuck that.
all of that.
I'll be like, all right, we're going to get here an hour beforehand. We can take whatever pictures you want, but after that, if I see a camera, you're fucking out.
Like unless it's being
you're
taken on a phone.
production, yeah, like unless it's like production camera, like we have someone like, getting pictures of the wedding as it's happening.
Right.
Like anything outside of that, get the fuck out.
Just go.
Just go. You don't belong here. I don't want your photos. I hate photos so much.
I really don't like photos that much either.
I don't know what it is. Just don't like it. I feel so like frozen. I know that's what you are, but it's
steals
like,
your soul, man.
like I see me in the picture, I'm just like, oh, you're so trapped. Like, what do you do? What do you do? You can't move. It's not like a video. Like video is so fluid.
Like you're alive. You do things.
Yeah, but in a photo, you're just like
there's action going on.
frozen the whole
Just
time.
this lifeless like version of you.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, man. You only preserve this lifeless version of myself into
Native
time.
Americans didn't like pictures, man.
Like, what do you mean?
Native Americans didn't like pictures because they thought that it stole pieces of your soul. Put it inside of that camera.
I can see that.
Like preserved it
I can
in
see
time.
that. Every time we were doing fucking Mom's Christmas this year, and they're having problems with Luke. He's like fucking 2, so like,
What do you expect?
just let him be. Like, if he's in it, he's in it. If he's smiling, he's smiling. Like, and we spent like an hour and a half trying to get like one good picture, and I'm like, oh man, Luke, I swear,
That's painful, dude.
painful, dude. I was literally walked out, like, and sat down. I was like, there's got to be something good in there. Like, I'm done. It's too much fucking work, man.
It is. Like, trying to get kids to take pictures is just an insane amount of
And it
effort.
takes so much fucking muscle to just hold a smile in your face for that long.
That too.
Like, your face literally hurts. Doesn't make
My
any
face
sense.
hurts right now. I've been smiling a lot.
Same. I was smiling before we even started.
Same. Smiling last night we were like, what time you want to do the podcast?
Yeah, dude. This feels nice.
It's great.
Mm-hmm.
What time's everybody coming over?
PJ's coming over when I text him.
Is Chris working tonight?
Chris, he gets off at like 12.
At 12?
Yeah.
That's so late.
I mean, he works at 2:30 to 12, or 5 to 2:30. Depends on the day.
Wait, he can work till 2:30 in the morning?
What?
You say 2:30
Oh,
in the
5.
morning?
Like another shift he could work would be 5 a.m. to 2:30 p.m.
Dude, I could imagine trying to work a third shift over there. I fall asleep so fast.
Oh yeah.
I probably fall asleep at fucking
I mean, well, that's like a
5 to
morning shift
12.
over there. You know, 5 to 2:30. That's a
5
morning
to
shift.
2:30. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
I fall asleep hard.
I know Chris and Matt. They usually just stay up until 2:30. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what happens most of the time. And then I know they do it. I know Matt does it a lot.
Right.
I bet he's on like a stupid schedule now though. He probably doesn't play games much anymore.
Oh yeah.
I see him on
he's all
Overwatch.
married and shit.
I see him on Overwatch every now and then, but he's definitely it's definitely not like as much for sure.
It's weird how that happens. Oh,
Yeah, he's got a dog.
I found a ball under my chair.
Don't let him know.
I'll have to hide this.
Yep.
This is my secret to keep.
They were so distraught. Like, Blood was like, ball, every time I grabbed one. And then after the second one, Harvey's just like,
This motherfucker.
he's not throwing these. He's putting them behind a door.
A door that I can't get into.
Yep. And then he's like, by the third ball, he's like, okay, man, what the fuck is going on? And then the fourth ball, he's like, Spud, this is a door we haven't seen before. Like, this door goes to another place that we can't reach. Our squeakers are gone, Spud. They're not coming back. This is life now. And Spud's just like, where's the next ball, dude? Doesn't even know. And now he's asleep over here. He's finally realized it, and he goes and grabs a pink stuffed pig for fucking comfort.
Oh shit, dude.
Did he find it?
Oh, he found it.
Oh no. Oh, Spud magically woke up and fucking knew what you were doing, dude.
Oh goodness.
He was so passed out, and he's like, one ball remains. They're both just peeking over the table right now.
Dude, he's over here. He's looking for us.
I was just like, I know you fucking got it, bro. There's one more, and you're not putting that one in the closet. I'll block your path.
Dude, they're great, man. Like the other day, Jane was sitting on the bed, and I was sitting on that chair in my room, and I had the ball that was like behind me. I was like squeaking it behind me, and she eventually ended up taking it. And Harvey got up in my chair and ended up going all the way around behind me, sniffing behind me, and then like was nudging me to like get up so he could find the ball under me, and I'd already given it to her.
I remember the time you guys were like playing with him, and he came through the fucking couch, because we have like a sectional couch, and we have both the recliners together, so it looks like a couch, but there's like a crevice in the middle of them. And Chris had the ball in front of it, and then Harvey's head just like comes up through the fucking middle of the couch and just grabs the ball.
Gold right there,
Yeah,
man.
that shit was good.
That was probably one of the best things I'd ever seen him do before.
Yep, by far.
They're good boys. Very good boys.
They're definitely the goodest boys I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot of good boys in my day.
He goes so still whenever he's so focused.
Yep.
Sometimes just like, I'm so curious about Harvey's past, man.
Why?
You know, that first year that he was alive. Just that I didn't have him, you know.
Well, I assume he was in the wilderness a lot because he's
With
afraid of
cats.
Yep. And somehow he found some fucking alley cats. And those alley cats raised him in the storm. And now he lives under tables.
Maybe they all washed away. That's why I hate storms.
Oh, God. His cat family. Or they just left him because they're fucking cats, and cats are assholes.
Yeah, they were like, man, I'm getting tired of this fucking big ass dog.
It's like it's hard to sneak up on fucking mice and just fuck her around.
Probably.
Yep.
He's got some real hunter instincts, though, man. You know, just dive on shit.
He attacks
Just
laser
really
pointers.
get into it. Yeah.
If he can
I
attack a
understand.
laser pointer, he can fucking kill something bigger than that.
Yeah, whatever he wants to, really.
Yep.
Seen him fuck up a dog twice the size of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd that
It was
go?
I think it was Rottweiler
Yeah.
and Pit Mix. He held his own pretty well.
Yeah, that's a big fucking dog.
The neighbor was screaming for us to get the dog off. I was like, fuck. By the time I get over there, the neighbor was like, "Get your dog off my dog." I was like, "I'm working on it." Like, I shouldn't have your dog off a fucking leash, dude.
Yeah.
His dog was off leash, and Harvey just broke off of his fucking leash. Like, yeah, no. And then just ran over there and fucked him up.
Yeah, you gotta have a fucking harness for that man right there.
Yeah, that was back when we had a collar. That was when we first got him.
Can't trust it.
Can't trust shit with him, dude.
Yep.
He's smart, and he knows how
You're telling
to...
that story wrong, bitch.
What?
I broke
Wait.
motherfucking dogs up.
You did?
Yes.
Oh, well, there you go.
Come and run me
She
in the
did it.
house, and I was like, dude, we gotta pay for the dog. Because they were like,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
sorry, I'm like eavesdropping. It's so cute. I love it.
It's not really more about being under production as much as it's about the excitement, really. Like, just the, like, pure ecstasy of what's happening right now, you know? And that's what really gets me, man. Like, just get all fucking hyped up that it's finally fucking happening.